Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the podcast, if we are live.
Yeah, hopefully. Should be.
We go live so fast now that we have partner.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're live
so
already.
good.
Yeah,
Alright.
of course that means I have to actually stream. So my audio my audio settings are actually like not wrong for once. Thank
Oh,
God.
nice.
I was like, "Wait, we have to double check." I was like, "No, I was streaming already today. It's fine. We're good."
Yeah.
Thank
Nice.
God. Anyways, uh
Mhm.
welcome to Shenanimegans. We're
Yeah,
almost done the season. We're done one of
yeah,
our shows. Oh no.
yeah.
Well,
Oh
there's
no.
still the OVA we can possibly watch.
hmm Maybe.
If not, I'm buying that Blu-ray and watching it anyways. Just
Nice.
not right now. It's like $75 on Amazon in
Oh,
CAD. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Normally it's like 48, 47.
yeah, that's a lot.
Yes,
75.
sometimes prices just seem to spike on Amazon and I can't figure out why. I'll be like, oh, this is like a $45 anime, and then you'll look and it's like, it's $75 today.
Oh,
For whatever reason, and then it goes back to its regular price for a while, but it's just like, this is weird.
yeah. It's weird.
Yeah,
Strange.
it gets silly.
hmm
So
Yeah.
yes. We're doing
We
this
get,
early, if anyone's wondering,
yeah.
because of,
Because of the holidays coming up.
yeah, our actual day we would have done if we followed our schedule would have been, Christmas Eve,
Yeah.
and family stuff.
hmm
Good old family stuff.
Yeah, as it
So,
turns out, people do family stuff around Christmas, so actually it's good.
apparently,
Yeah.
mind-blowing.
hmm So yeah, that means we haven't had much of a week to get much news. I
Yeah.
want to just get into it. So we only have the one thing.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I
Yeah.
have one thing, I just don't have a link,
Yeah.
but
Oh, okay.
it's just kind of like a product I saw.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
have Denasotsu Nippon Cultural Broadcasting co-launch Project Anima for 3 original TV anime.
Yeah. This I kind of noticed this because the first company, DNA, they're the mobile company that does all of the Nintendo stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's all a net service, an advertising agency, and a radio station.
hmm
These aren't
It's like,
these aren't gonna be good anime.
well, I don't know, because they did announce some of the people who'd be working on the three shows they're making.
The project will invite
There's
the based stories. Invite the base stories. Base
yeah.
dog. For the 3 anime from both professional and amateur creators will be able to. Oh, they're actually having people send them in.
Yeah, for the first show, they're having people submit ideas to them, and then they'll pick what's really good. And then Satellite, who did Macross Delta, is going to work on the first one.
Which
Mm,
theme is sci-fi slash robot anime. See,
yeah.
that's a neat, but it's also, they're like ripping off whoever's sewing it. Like anything that's like,
hmm
hey, just send in your ideas. It's like they're gonna fucking rip them off. I don't trust
No,
contest stuff like this because they
I
might
don't
hold
know.
on to another one for years and just be like, hey, let's use this one now.
Yeah, true. Oh, it's a neat idea if they're honest about it. It's a cool thing. But yeah, you're right. They could potentially do that.
The theme for the second title is parallel universe slash fantasy. I guess they're
hmm
like we better get out of the way, otherwise everyone's just
hmm
gonna submit these. Like they're gonna have so many
Yeah.
fucking submissions for that,
hmm
and it's JC staff, so that one's going to be completely irrelevant and not like just completely mediocre.
Yeah.
And
And
then the
the
third
third,
title hasn't been
yeah, the theme.
announced.
Yep. It's by Doga Kobo. Did Yuri?
Yeah, I hope it's some kind of like gay romance. That'd be neat. But yeah, I don't know. Some of it,
Yeah.
parts of it is a good idea. The other part is this is all just going to be advertising for something. Like it's a net service company, an advertising agency, and a radio station. Like
Yeah. It's
there's
weird.
it's gonna be like the Code Geass thing where every show will just be like them sitting around talking about their evil plan while they eat Pizza Hut. Like that's all I can see coming from this. I don't have hope.
Yeah.
I'm too
Well,
negative for this life.
Yeah. Well, don't worry, because they're apparently not going to be coming until 2020, so we've got some time.
That only like 2 years.
Yeah, that seems so far away to
It
announce this
goes
now.
fast.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, they have to announce it really early so people can write and send in their ideas.
Yeah, I guess. Still.
Yeah.
So, we'll have to see. And Shenanimegans season, like, what, 12 or 15 or something? We'll watch one of these shows and see how it is.
Maybe. Let's watch the parallel universe one. It'll
Yeah.
be
Oh, I'm sure that
terrible.
won't be garbage.
Actually, by then, it might have fallen so far out of favor that no one wants to talk about them anymore. It might be like a breath of fresh air to have one again.
Yeah. Feel like no one wants to do them anymore, and now this one's suddenly back, and the return of the beloved genre of
I
people.
wonder how gay it'll be in 2020. We could have like sci-fi robot anime. It could be like gay robots. We could have like gay robots in space. Parallel
Hopefully.
universe fantasy could be someone getting teleported to a world where everyone's gay and they're just like it's a harem show, but like a gay or a lesbian harem show.
That'd be
We're
great.
in there, and then the third title will
Yeah.
just be a fourth season of Yuri Yuri. That's it. Just season 4.
That would be
Got
great.
him.
Yeah. Nailed it. So yeah, that was the only new thing I saw this week. It seems like everything else I saw was just like, here's another trailer for an upcoming show for next season.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not super interesting to put on the show, I don't think. So,
Yeah, what I saw was
Yeah.
I have to actually search up, but
Oh.
a Silent Voice got a box set for manga that came
Ooh.
out, and I want it. That's about it. I'm trying to find. The box itself is pretty mediocre, but it's an easy way to buy all of them at once, and it's cheaper because it's 7 volumes for like 60
Yeah.
bucks instead of like 80.
Cool.
The box is okay.
Yeah.
Complete series box. I want it for my manga collection. I also really want to get the movie on
Yeah.
Blu-ray. Oh, did I tell you I found the what is that other movie we watched for Anime Club?
Oh, that thing. I forget what it's called. It had a weird name.
Garukawa.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Garukawa.
that you can buy it with English on Right Stuff.
Oh yeah. It was an okay show. Or a movie thing. I don't know if it was okay enough for me to want to buy it, but it was pretty good.
See, I would have if it was a regular Blu-ray, but because it's an import edition because it's Pony Canyon, it's like 55 USD
Oh.
for
55
the
is-
67-minute
Yeah.
film.
Oh, that's
has,
too
like,
much.
It has other stuff, like it has a soundtrack CD and stuff, and like I think it might be a mini art book. I'm not fucking sure because it's like Pony Canyon. Yes. Special box character drawing.
Yeah.
Digipack illustration, 88 pages special booklet, and extra CD containing like the character song of all of them, one of each.
Yeah.
And it has
That's
English
okay.
stuff. It's like, yeah, for 55. See, that's a little much for a movie. I would. That's how much I buy my entire seasons at. Pony Canyon's really behind the times with films. So I still actually really want it because it's pretty.
Yeah.
Like it's a really pretty looking release. I'm like, I
Yeah.
want this, even though it's not worth it. I almost bought it during one of their sales. It was really cheap, but like the problem is shipping
Mm-hmm.
for
Oh,
my
yeah.
stuff.
Right,
And
because they don't do
USD
Canada.
sucks, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I also want to get like the Yuki Yuna as a hero Blu-rays, but it's like they're 55 each, and I have to get 3 of them. I'm like,
Oh,
I just
man.
want Yuki Yuna.
I really hate that Japan does their DVDs like this.
Yeah. Well,
Doing only a
it's
couple episodes per disc.
Yeah, like it doesn't work in North American media. It's like it's all already been proven to fail. That's why we had that one crash back when manga and anime crashed, and then they're like, no, we have to do box sets. That's why
Yeah.
so many companies went under besides Funimation. But yeah, Pony Canyon is like, they like will release in North America ourselves, but it's not good. It's
Yeah.
not good. I still want these really bad though. One day if I'm rich.
Yeah. Someday.
Yeah.
Just win the lottery first.
At least
Then
the
you'll have all the money you
Madoka
need.
movies have gone down. Those were really high for a while.
Yeah. And you would hope they would go down eventually over time.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean, they've released the not collectors only edition, so they have regular Blu-ray editions. They're still regularly $50.
Mm-hmm.
And it contains only episodes 1 to 4. Like, they don't have a complete box set. Because Aniplex does the same thing as Pony Canyon. Those two companies fucking suck. They're terrible. But yeah, you can get like 4 episodes for $25, so it'd be like 100 for all of them, I think. But I don't fucking know. Aniplex is terrible. The funniest thing about Aniplex, while I'm hating on them,
Yeah.
I think it's Aniplex. If you go to their site, oh shit, they have Blend S. Rip, not getting a copy of that. Is it Aniplex or is it Pony Canyon? Okay. Aniplex actually releases some other stuff through decent releases. Aren't bad. If it's released for a different company, you can watch it and buy it. So that's okay. So that they're not the ones. It's Pony Canyon. Pony Canyon. I'm pretty sure if I go to Pony Canyon USA and like go to the titles, they did Lance and Masks, right? It's probably gonna still be on their site. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Lance and Masks is still here. If I go to their official site, which hasn't been updated since before the show came out, and I go to release coming soon. It still says that.
Nice.
It's been like 2 years. The show bombed so hard they just like they're like we're not releasing it anymore. But they have never updated their site. That's how bad Pony Canyon is. They don't even fucking update their sites.
Ugh.
Yeah, they also have Sound Euphonium, which makes me really sad because I can't buy it, and they're fucking like they don't even have links to buy it. Like Pony Canyon's a fucking disaster. Terrible company.
Yeah. Dang.
Yeah, I dread the day anything's like going through Pony Canyon. Wait, do they have the Blu-rays up? Oh, they do have, but you need to buy 3 of them.
Oh.
Each at like $72 USD.
Ugh. That's gross.
Yeah.
Ugh. I'd be so curious.
They don't have season 2. They never did season 2.
Oh.
Season 1. It's okay. Season 2 sucked, so I'll fight anyone. Season 2 sucks ass. Anyways, since I dragged out our news section because we had no news, I had to do it.
Yeah. That's alright.
So in this short week, is there anything you've watched or read?
Only a little bit. I watched the last episode of Juni Taisen. That show I wrapped up on Tuesday, I think. And
yeah, you were saying the last episode's actually pretty neat.
It's really good. Because since last week they had already wrapped up the whole fight, all of it. So this one was Rat trying to decide what his wish was going to be, and like he was going through, and then he had asked everyone else what their wishes had been, or like on these different paths to try and figure out how to win. He asked them what their wishes were, and he was going through and trying to figure out what his wish would be. And like I don't know, it was pretty good. It gave some of the characters that they hadn't used much, gave them a little bit extra time, which was good. Like they talked to Dog again, which he hasn't been in the show since like episode 3 or something.
When he got murdered.
Yeah, and like, oh, he worked at a daycare and had a daughter. It's like, oh, that's cool details. Neat. It was just a really good episode, and I think the show as a whole tried to do like the whole war is bad thing, but I don't think they did it very well. But they did it better than some shows do. So I don't know. It was a pretty good show overall. It just wasn't great, but it was all right.
Trying to drag out too much out of too short a book, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how they could have like fixed it other than just a different format of the show.
Maybe not making it obvious who dies in what
Yeah,
order.
that would have helped a lot.
But that's a fundamental writing issue.
Yeah.
On the author's part.
Hmm. Very true.
Although you
But
might
yeah.
not, it might not have been as noticeable in the
Hmm.
book where you don't have all these visuals of them in the
Yeah.
zodiac line that gives you away. So
Yeah.
that
After that gotten figured out of what order they were dying in, I looked at every time I looked at the visuals, I was like, oh, they're putting them in the order they
yeah,
die in.
yeah, it's
This is
like
really, really dumb.
that's probably not as bad with the light novel.
Yeah.
They were probably
Yeah.
just like, we're
Probably.
putting in order of the zodiac. It's like, yeah, you are. That's
Hmm.
still the order they die.
Yeah.
Besides,
Yeah.
of course, Snake.
Yeah. I don't know. They halfway through they started dying in a weird order. It was like, are they counting their original death or like their zombie death? I don't know. That show it got weird at times. But yeah. Other than that, I also watched an episode of Two Car, and that's real bad.
After all these like times you tried to get me to watch it, now it's just like, yeah, that's
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. Because the coach came back, and it's just been garbage. Because they're dragging out this story with him, and it's awful.
It's
Like,
okay.
like
There's still one
if anyone
episode
wants,
left, right?
yeah, there's one more
It can
episode.
still end gay. It still has
Yeah,
a chance.
there's a chance. There's a chance. But what I'm thinking is, if anyone wants to watch this show, they should just watch episodes 2 through 9, because that's the good part of the show, where it's just focusing on all the different girls and the racing and everything.
And maybe
That's really
11,
good.
or it may be the last episode, maybe.
Maybe I'll let you
Maybe
know next
12.
week.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like man, I wanted this show to just be cute girls racing motorcycles, and not have this dumb drama with the
There's a
coach.
reason I ended up not watching
Yeah,
much of it because
yeah,
that fucking coach.
yeah.
It's not interesting.
Yeah, you should watch that middle section though, because
Yeah.
they don't mention the coach at all, and that's very
I
good.
mean, I do plan to finish the show
Yeah.
eventually. I just have so many.
Man,
Let me just check real fast. I've got
got
32
four,
watching
just a few then. Yeah, get around to this eventually.
and 44 on hold. Please
Jeez.
send help.
I think you should maybe try and just clear that list out a bit.
I've
Just start dropping stuff.
I've been working on finishing stuff, but like
Yeah.
I've been reading more manga, so.
Hmm.
Oh, my manga's even worse. Let me just double
Oh,
check
jeez.
those for y'all. 49 reading and 101 on hold,
Yeah.
and I've
Well,
dropped 3 times as much as I have in anime.
I feel like that's understandable though, because
Yeah,
like,
there's so many that's like
yeah, like
they
get
air for
translated
10
for
years. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like they're just the translations just stop coming sometimes, and you just have to wait. You can't help it.
And so many are just ongoing still. It's like,
But yeah. Mm. So then the last thing I watched this week was I got all caught up on Girls Last Tour, which that show got really really good in the last couple episodes.
you're saying it wasn't good from the first episode? It was
No,
adorable.
like it started off good, but it's gotten really really good now. It's a lot better.
I really
Like
need to catch up and finish it.
it oh, it's so good now. Like I appreciate this show so much more now, because like they do this thing with it where the whole world is so eerie and unsettling, but they manage to keep the whole show like feel really cute and fun like the entire
Because of the
time.
blobs that you hate so
Yeah.
much.
So that's the other thing, is like I've kind of come around on it now, because that's their blobby dumb faces are actually kind of necessary for that, because it's like the whole world is this empty like, brutalism architecture stuff, and then they're just these soft little squishy blobs and cute, and it's really good, and it's
I fucking love squishy blob faces and it's one of my
well,
favorites. It's
well,
adorable.
I don't want to spoil too much, but there's a squishy blob cat. You should probably see that part too.
Yeah, it's
It's-
definitely one I'm
uh,
trying to catch up on, or I'm going to
Yeah.
try.
Yeah,
It's one of the
I thought
34 I'm working on right now.
yeah, I thought the last episode was going to air today, but apparently it's taking the week off or something. I don't know. Probably for the holidays. So hopefully
Yeah,
next week will be the last episode.
Ruby is taking the week off as well, I believe, so.
Uh,
We
yeah,
won't hear
and-
about that this episode or next, because next will be before it airs still.
oh
'Cause
yeah,
we'll be doing another Friday episode.
Mm-hmm.
I think Konohana Kiten ended. I still have to finish that.
Oh yeah.
We're about
Oh
halfway through.
yeah. That's the Animal Girls Hot Spring
Yeah,
thing.
it's just
Yeah. Okay.
cute slice of life. It's
Yeah.
a good. I want something happy before I sleep, but then it's not happy. But you watch it anyways.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking depressing some episodes.
Yeah. So yeah. That was all the stuff I've watched this week.
Any
And,
manga?
no, not this week. Didn't do any reading.
Alright, so
What about you?
my week.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I'll start with anime because I know I did more manga. I watched the stuff for book club. That's it.
Oh.
The last episode was right before my work days, and this
Yeah.
is the first day that my work days end. I don't get to watch
Yeah.
much anime when I have work
Yeah.
days. I watch it all
That's
on
okay.
Saturday usually.
Oh, that's okay.
But
You doing reading now?
I have read a decent amount of manga. So, did I finish it last week or this? No. Okay. I'm trying to figure out where I last finished up. I mentioned Spirit and Cat Ears last week, right? The
I
one
think
with
so.
the weird chain thing that's really weird.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Did
you
I mention So Cute It Hurts?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, so I
Mention
did
that
So
one.
Cute It Hurts. Okay, so since then I have read another 2 volumes of Anne Happy,
Mm-hmm.
which is still really cute. I love the art in the manga. It is. I think the manga is better than the anime. The anime drags out a lot of parts and
Yeah.
goes far more over the top, which works in its own right. And they're like, I still like the anime, but I like the manga more. I think they also there's a character that is like a robot rabbit that they don't introduce till like volume 4 of the manga,
Yeah.
or like the end of
Yeah.
volume 3. But the anime, they're introduced from episode 1, so they change how a lot of stuff ends to make jokes with this rabbit character, because it feels like they're pushing it really hard to be a mascot when it shouldn't be.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we don't even get to, like, the anime ends just after pretty much where the rabbit actually gets introduced, so it's like, it feels really weird that they've been like inserted all this other stuff. But I'm really enjoying the manga, still reading it.
Mm-hmm.
I read another chapter of Cheerful Amnesia, Bright and Cheery Amnesia. Cute eerie about a girl who lost her memories. That was fun.
Yeah.
I read another chapter of Hyo no Himitsu, which got translated.
Yeah.
It is a gender bender comedy action. It's a manga. I don't know how I feel about it, but the faces are great. I love the facial expressions. It's by the author who does Honto no Kanojo, which I really love
Oh yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
And the faces, so I still
Cool.
use a lot of those faces as like reactionary images.
Mm-hmm.
Then I finished Gakko and Polizzi.
Yeah.
Did I mention this last week?
Maybe.
This is mic'd off like Monday, so I shouldn't
Yeah.
have. But yeah, it's pretty okay.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
It has some issues. I feel like people wanted it to be Yuri right away, and they went for a more slow burn, so people didn't get as interested in the cop aspect.
Mm-hmm.
And they tried to go really dark with the cop aspect to pull people in at the end, but then it was like people wanted the Yuri and they wanted it to be more lighthearted, I guess. I don't know, it seemed to jump around with where they're trying to grab their demographic and they couldn't solidify it, and I think it kind of failed because of that. And it definitely ended sooner than it seemed like they planned on it ending, so.
Dang. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Still okay.
Yeah.
Still okay to read. If you like Milk Morinaga. Like,
I might give that another shot sometime.
Yeah, it's just 2 volumes. I'm glad to own it just because it's Milk Morinaga, and I'm trying to collect all of her works that come to English. I'm sad there's like 2 I think that haven't that I really want.
Mm-hmm.
Himitsu no Recipe hasn't come yet, and maybe it's only the one, but I really want Himitsu no Recipe. It's another 2-volume one, but it's really cute and it gets to the Yuri way faster. It's about like cooking club
Oh, that sounds good.
relationship stuff. Yeah, it's good. Hopefully it comes over because I think most of the other stuff
Mm-hmm.
came over. Is this one? Ooh, ooh. She started a new one
Oh.
this May. I haven't seen any chapters translated yet. Ooh. It's called My Cute Little Kitten. I think this is,
Oh.
this looks like it's probably gonna be an age gap one with,
Mm-hmm.
looking after a cat or something. I'm not sure. Maybe a veterinarian and a cat
Yeah.
owner. Something like that. We'll see.
Oh.
But,
At first, I thought that lady had like elf ears or something, but it's just her hairstyle. It's
yeah.
tricking me.
I think
Oh.
most of her main series have come over.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that was not safe.
Oh.
Yeah, I think most of
Whoops.
this other stuff in here is like anthology stuff. Are there any other full
Mm-hmm.
series? And I could see the anthology stuff coming over too. But I want to get all the main full series.
Mm-hmm.
There's one about a dog they wrote back in 1998 that's 5 chapters.
Oh.
It's a love triangle between 2 dogs and they're okay, let's yeah, so
Oh.
most of it looks like it's anthology besides. So
Mm-hmm.
hopefully Himitsu no Recipe will get brought over. Seven Seas Please, it's the only one you haven't yet. That's like a
Mm-hmm.
full mainline series.
Yeah.
Please. They just finished releasing Hannah and Hina After School, so they might. I also hope they release a new one. Anyways, after that,
Yeah.
I read the first volume of the Splatoon manga.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks, but I'm
Oh.
gonna keep reading it because I like Splatoon.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not very good.
Oh.
It's
That's
sadly
unfortunate.
not very good. And then I read Aoi Hono, Sweet Blue Flowers. Or Aoi Hana, not Hono, that's a different thing. God names, Aoi Hana. So yeah, I got volume 2 of the 2-in-1 collections, and
Yeah.
that's a spoiler for my manga haul videos, but yes, I read that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's still really good. Halfway through, looking forward to the next half.
Cool.
I finished the 3-chapter Space Patrol Luluko manga thing they put on Crunchyroll that I forgot existed.
Oh, yeah.
I just was clearing out because, as you were saying, I need to clear my on hold out.
Mm-hmm.
I was clearing out. I'm like, I've watched 2 of 3. I've read 2 of 3 chapters. It's on Crunchyroll. Let's just read the last one. Yeah. Yeah.
I always forget that Crunchyroll even does manga stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you can legally, if you have an account, simul read with the chapter releases. That's how I was reading UQ Holder until I dropped it, because fuck UQ Holder. I mean, Negima too. I love UQ Holder. Fuck Negima too.
Yeah.
Still gonna finish that anime one day. And
Oh,
hate
don't
it.
do it.
Every moment of it.
I'll
And
spare
then
yourself.
today, oh wait, no.
Yeah.
Caught up on Boku no Hero Academia. And then someone finally started translating Shinozaki-san Kiwo Otashika ni again. It was 10 chapters from being finished. They're long chapters, though. Because it's like 48 chapters in 9 volumes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's super cute. I love it. I'm so glad I got to read more of it. It's been like a year since it last got a chapter translated. Like, it hasn't had one since 2016, and it's almost 2018. Like,
Jeez.
I have been waiting for people to translate this again for so long. I've been like constantly sending to Seven Seas, like when they do their monthly, hey, what you want us to pick up? I'm like, pick up this series, pick it up, bring it to North America. I want it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a cute comedy school shoujo ai by Hikawa Show. It's I think their first and only manga they've done so far.
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah, it finished in June of 2017. Like, it literally just finished.
Yeah.
So, I'm excited to see what they do next, because it's really, really cute.
Mm-hmm.
But there's only nine chapters left, and I'm like, I need to see them get together. Give me like the last 5 chapters. Give me the confession. Make a love triangle with Michi. Make them like polyamorous and gay. Just do it upright. Do what all these other series failed to do.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you.
Everything else.
God, I just forgot its name. I never forget its name. That was the thing. I
Oh.
always remember it. I was so disappointed.
Oh,
I
no.
can't even remember its name now.
Oh no. What a tragedy.
God, what? I know it's like, and so the wolf boy cries again today or whatever, but it's like, what? I'm not searching it up, but I'm going to remember this.
You're gonna just remember it out of pure spite for it or something.
I just need to remember what I start searching up to find it, like the first word. That's all I need.
Mm.
But it's got a long name like Shinozaki-san Kiwo Otoshika ni, so I always like, now I'm gonna get them confused.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's it. I remember the first word. It's Okami. I just had to
Okami.
start typing into like a search bar the first word. It's Ukami Shonen wa Kwo. Yeah. Ukami Shonen wa Kyomo Uso wo Kasanero. There we go.
I don't see why you can just remember all that off the top of your head.
Here, I did. Here, let me. Ukami Shonen wa Kyomo Uso Kasanero. Oh, I added an extra O. I think that's how it's sold. Add on something else. But the boy who cried wolf tells a lie today also. Which.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah, the way it ended, I wasn't super happy with, but there's 2 bonus chapters that I haven't seen translated anywhere yet, but that might fix it. I'm praying. I'm praying hard.
Maybe. I wouldn't get my hopes up too far. Yeah.
I believe in Namo. They liked my tweet saying I was hoping it would end with a polyamorous relationship and a transgender character. It might happen, even if they go with the side character of the main character's sister, who is literally makes jokes about like not having their dick anymore. It's like my kind of girl.
Yeah.
I make those same jokes, except I still have. Whoops. A little preemptive on that one. But yeah, so that's all. Oh wait, why did this not come up on having read? That's weird. I also read Momoto Botan Toyori no Hana. It's just a 5-chapter, really short chapter, like comedy Yuri thing I found today. And then I read some doujins. I read some Love Live Sunshine Futa doujins. Rip. Fucking kill me. They were by the person, though, I think, that made the really good OG Love Live transgender polyamorous, or there were some transgender ones and some polyamorous ones. I think it was one of those artists that made them. I can't remember. It's been so long since I read those, but the art style is familiar to like enough to me that I'm like, it's one of those two. It's either the one that wrote the poly stuff or the one that wrote the like trans stuff. Gimme. But yeah, so that's about all I got.
Yeah.
So, do we want to get into our book club?
Yeah, sure.
We should start with Haibane, because Matoi should get the showering finale.
Okay. So yeah. Haibane Renmei episode 12 then.
We get answers and backstory. Yay!
Yeah, we do. Finally. So yeah, it started off with a small scene between Raka and Reki. And Raka's like, hey, fight or lighter. And Reki's like, oh, I don't need it anymore. And Reki was kind of like that throughout this whole episode.
Yeah,
she's like, she doesn't think she's going to be around much longer.
Yeah, it's like, I might not see you from the again before the festival or ever again. See ya. Here's my like bell thing. It's white. It means I'm sorry and goodbye forever. Like,
Yeah. Like, oh,
Ah, that's a little dark. That's a
yeah.
little.
This is the episode that made me decide that for next season, I'm like definitely gonna pick something not so sad.
Reki needs hugs. Oh, I'm gonna pick something
Yeah.
so fucking sad.
Oh god.
We'll get
Oh no.
into that. Maybe not so fucking sad, but maybe
Yeah.
something sad. We'll find
Maybe.
out.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. When Reki gave her the white nut, or she gave someone the white nut, she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry for." She just apologized for causing them all this trouble and stuff, and just, again, talking about not being around much longer. And it's like, "Oh, Reki, you need all the hugs in the world."
Yeah.
And that's when Oh, it's when Reki was talking. Reki and Raka were talking to Hyoko and Hibari, and they were saying, or like, no, Reki gave him the nut and then ran off, and then they started telling Raka about what actually happened.
I think
And
because they say what the nut meant, the color later, I think they saw and they're like, oh shit, like,
yeah,
we want to make up too now. Let's fucking talk to this girl who's trying to make us make up. And it was nice. It was nice that they were finally like, yeah, we need to actually fucking resolve this. Like,
yeah, it was, yeah. And so what had happened was Reki, her wings were all black and had run away, and she was sad and alone. And Hyoko found her, and they decided to go to the wall and use the ladder to try and climb up. And
he shoved
Hyoko, she shoved something into
like make a foothold because they're like, we're gonna climb over this wall so you can see your friend again. And because he damaged the wall, he actually ended up like way worse off than just touching the wall. Like he was leaking the bloods. It was just like, pouring out towards Reki.
That was also, a lot of blood.
With pigtails is that's a different aesthetic for her, but it works.
So yeah, that whole scene, that flashback scene, was like, that was really, really good art. That was really beautiful. Like, I thought.
Yeah, the artwork
very, very striking.
in the show has been really good, but like the last, like whenever they do those dark scenes, they really do a good job of stepping it up and like using really good contrasting images and colors.
Yeah, they give the serious scenes like the respect they deserve, and they're like, this is serious subject matter. We need to portray it well. They do a really good job of it. And then there's a short scene. Reki made a painting of Kuramori and was saying that she'll be forgotten and vanish soon. Just more Reki being sad.
She had that painting before. She was just
Did
looking
she?
at. Yeah. And we saw previously at the end of the last episode she was going in with the black. I don't know if she was trying one last time to paint her dream, or I thought she was going to paint over all of her paintings.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the last one she's holding on, and she needs to like move on and accept that she's gone. I think that might be the thing, is she can't accept she's gone, and maybe that's where her sin is. Maybe they just need to paint over that. I'm not sure, because that wouldn't make sense, because Raka's still. They kind of hint, though, that the thing is, you cannot decide whether you're sinbound or not if you're free. Someone else has to, like you need someone to be there for you, and it's like up to other people choose if you can be forgiven or not when you do a sin. When you do a sin, we doing the sins. It's like, do the crimes, do the sins. Yeah, it was like when Rocco was talking to the communicator, he was saying like, a person can't forgive themselves. That's silly. It has to be someone else. Well, it's like you can forgive yourself, sort of, but like it won't remove the sin.
Yeah.
Like, it still happened, and if you forgive yourself, but the rest of the people don't, like, you're not free from the sin either. I think it's both need to forgive yourself. Because I know he kind of went into, like, you can't forgive yourself, but I think that means more, like, someone who's, like, trapped in it. It's like they blame themselves, and they can't stop blaming themselves. Not so much that it's, like, that's not part of the healing process, because it kind of is. Like, because forgiving yourself is kind of more just accepting it happened and trying to live with it. Not really, yeah, I stabbed that guy. Yeah. I'm not a bad person. That's a bit different. Like, compared to fuck, I stabbed them. You know, I can't change it. I'm gonna,
Mm-hmm.
but I have to accept it happened. That's kind of how you
Yeah.
forgive yourself, is by like, you know, like acceptance and moving on.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, then this was that all led to the talking with the communicator, because Raka, when she was at work, she had seen,
Those
she
symbols
finally,
again,
yeah,
and
and she realized like, oh, that's the hand shapes.
like
That's
what
what,
the librarian said, right?
yeah, that's what
They look
I,
like hands,
yeah,
and you called it, right?
yeah, yeah.
It's like
So
how
she,
they communicate, the
mhm,
communicator and the other people,
yeah.
the toga.
So yeah, Raka went and did some sign language at the communicator. He was like, "What? How'd you learn that?"
And
And he
also realizes
proved,
that that specifically was Ku's name. Like,
yeah,
out of all of them, she realizes Ku's names, and I think it was from all the laughing and stuff, like,
hmm,
that the thing she heard, like, led her there, or whatever.
yeah. She said that she felt Ku's presence at that tag,
Yeah.
and the communicator explains that those tags, they change to be what the Haibane's real name is, like what their name was before they were a Haibane.
Because their
And
names are all puns.
yeah,
They're literally all puns that change.
hmm. So yeah, then there was, I didn't understand this next part when he gave Raka a little box that had a tag in it. It
Well,
called Rocket involved nut. I didn't understand this part. I don't
so
think.
that was, um, when they're given their name,
Hmm.
right? If they're absolved of sin, they also get to see what their true name is kind of what
Yeah.
it's like once you've found your place. Um, because Reki never has, he still had Reki's.
Yeah.
She couldn't. She was still trapped in Sinbound, so she couldn't figure out her true name because she
Hmm.
couldn't remember her dream.
Yeah.
So I think those are just held on to until one of them like is able to remember their dream, and then
Hmm.
like they know for certain they do, and they have like they're doing their work or whatever, and
Yeah.
during that they probably get called in and get given this other name, or
Okay.
possibly it might also be something like they might have a list of them, but they
Hmm.
might not actually give them to them normally, and they might just be in that circumstance because she's the only one who actually knows about the names changing in the tags because she's the only one that goes inside the walls. And
Hmm.
those might just be for like documentation purposes of the Haibane and of the.
Yeah. Okay.
But she does give the box with the to Reki and says like give it to or to Raka and says give it to Reki after the festival thing.
Hmm.
So I think that'll be like a key in what happens. Also, I'm really angry now because the thing I
Yeah.
saw on Sakugaboro is from the last episode because I haven't seen
Oh.
it yet. I got spoiled for the
Dang.
last episode.
Oh.
At
That's
least I don't know
unfortunate.
the context of it. Really, I kind
Yeah.
of have ideas, but it's like,
But like you don't know for sure. Yeah.
it's there's gonna be some good Sakuga though in the last
Hmm.
episode.
All right. I'm
Sakuga.
interested to see that. So yeah, then next was kind of the festival, right? I
Yeah,
think.
and
Yeah.
talk about how
It
like
was,
for the hour before wherever you don't say anything, you just give people like.
yeah.
But the
So it
weird
was
thing is they're like, oh yeah, we just give these to thank them and stuff. But it's like half the people are still doing their jobs and working. It's like they,
yeah.
how do they share them? Everyone's still in their homes. Is it like something only Haibane do? Because that doesn't make sense. Because so many other people are buying the things. Like
Hmm. Maybe they just thought we wouldn't recognize the other characters if they weren't at their jobs.
maybe like I understand the clock guy being at his job because it's
Mhm.
like important that it, like ticks to
Uh,
like the
yeah,
hour or
at the
whatever.
clock
But
is right. Yeah,
the guy in the bakery and
I don't know. Weird.
yeah.
It was a weird nut montage.
Yes, a weird nut montage. Just nutting all over the
Yeah.
civilians of the town.
Mm.
The the townspeoples.
Yeah. Mm.
Throwing nuts at them, giving them their nut.
Yeah.
But yeah, like even the guy who does clothes, he seemed
Yeah.
really surprised. Like no one gives me fucking nuts.
Yeah.
No one nuts me. Jesus Christ, we've got to stop.
Yeah. Anyway, so Raka ended up at the factory, at abandoned factory, and Midori and Dai were there just as they were leaving because they were saying they were going to go talk to Reki.
You know, like,
And,
where the Heckie is Reki? Where the Heckie is
yeah,
the Reki?
yeah. And then
That's our title for this week.
Yep,
Where the
definitely.
Heckie is Reki.
And Raka, when Raka told them that Reki was at Old Home, Midori got really worried and ran off.
They're like,
Raka followed him.
we ain't gonna make it. They just leave the little kid by himself too.
Yeah.
They're just like,
Well,
see you later, buddy.
Yeah. I mean, at least he had that cake with him, so he wasn't completely alone.
He'll eat. He has food,
Yeah.
even if it's
Yeah,
cold.
he'll be fine for a while.
Yeah, I mean, he's technically still at, what's it called? He can just walk back inside, but...
Yeah. I'll just walk back inside, but yeah, they just abandoned me out there. What are they doing? Oh. So yeah, they all ran back to Old Home, told... Raka picked up a brick because they were trying to get Reki's attention, and she picked up a brick. I'm like, is she just gonna chuck a brick through a window? But no, she didn't. She banged on a down sport instead. And got Reki to look at the fireworks just as they were shooting off. Because Hyoko was back at the factory and he was shooting off yellow fireworks to say that he was sorry. Or he was being stupid, that's what it means, I think.
Yeah, it's like...
Yeah.
It's like an, sorry, I've been dumb type
Yeah.
thing.
And then that's also when they mention what the white knot means. And it's goodbye and thank you.
And she's crying because I think she realizes that Reki is either going to, it's her day of flight or something else is happening. She's not sure, probably. Just wants things resolved, and Raka goes and stops everyone else from coming back so they can have a moment together.
Yeah. Then this was another scene that I don't think I understood, because Raka was out with everyone and they were like, oh, when the bell stops, the wall will send the thoughts it received back to everyone. And then there was just kind of a montage of like, look at all these locations that people have been at and stuff. I'm like, what? I didn't understand what was happening. And then the wall started glowing. I don't know.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be like, I think, a mix of a couple different religious holidays, because it's New Year's, but then there's like elements of Christmas almost, and of a few other ones. Like, I think it's almost similar to like Day of the Dead in that respect, where it's like the day you can hear the spirits of those who have moved on. Like your friends and family are supposed to come back, so it's like if you've thought of them over the years, they can like communicate back through the walls or whatever, and like their spirits will reach out to you. I think that's what they were trying to go for, like one of those.
Yeah.
Pulling something like that, because I don't know any other real religions that have that besides just pray and they answer your prayers, but it's like I think it's supposed to be like more closer to where it's like the idea that they can actually cross back over, where their thoughts can cross back over the wall on that day.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, that was episode 12. Just have one more episode left.
It's gonna be a doozy.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
I am too. I've really, really enjoyed this show.
Yeah, it's been really good. For as like sad as it makes me, it's such a good show. Oh, it's been really, really good.
Yeah, and it's one that I've known about forever, but just on my own, I never would have watched this. I'm really glad I am.
Yeah, it's a good pick for this.
Yeah, definitely. We did a lot better this season.
Yeah.
Even though we had to change one. It's the first time we changed one out, and I think it worked well. Though apparently Yorahara gets a lot better later on. I've still got to finish that show too.
I don't know.
Apparently it gets much better.
Yeah.
So
I'll just take your word for it.
Well, I'm taking someone else's word for it. We'll know once I actually watch it.
Yeah.
Once I get up there. Yeah, I'm 2 episodes in? 3? I think I'm 3.
Yeah, that's practically done.
Maybe 2.
You're nearly there.
Yeah, I'll be down to 33 shows in no time. Actually, wait, is it 32 or 34? Oh, 31 shows in no time.
Yeah.
Which includes a bunch of other depressing shows. So, our other show for
Yeah.
that we're finally wrapping a little bow on, finishing
Mhm.
up just in time for Christmas
Yeah.
and the other holidays.
Yeah. The final episode of my toy.
Yes, unless if we watch the OVA, which we might
Yeah.
next
Yeah.
week, maybe.
Maybe. Uh.
I have some thoughts about this last episode. I liked it
Yeah.
and I didn't like it.
Me too. Actually.
Yeah. So I felt there was really good emotional payoff for a lot of the different like paths they were pushing through the show. Like, we finally have Claris kind of like move on and forgive herself for Floor, defeat the like demon that couldn't, and then like become a true like bonded with her spirit thing. And then, like, Floor kind of has, they show in the last minute, she starts to gain reconsciousness, her hand starts moving again, so Floor got better, Floor deserved, she got what she deserved, finally.
Yeah.
But, go on.
I was just gonna say I completely did not expect them to ever revisit Floors at all.
I was waiting the whole time, I'm like, oh, Floor's not coming back, they can't just forget Floor, and then like they had the end credits with all the different scenes. I'm like, they did it, yes. I was like so hyped. I'm like, yes, Floor, you deserved it. You didn't deserve to be forgotten.
Yeah.
I'm still hoping they're gonna be in the OVA.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like Yuma didn't really have any plot line that paid off. She just wanted to be a fucking exorcist, and she is. It's like, okay, Yuma, you're still the goddamn Yuma. You like that's half of this show is just god damn it, Yuma, and that's that did not change. I'm kind of glad it didn't though, but and we got like the Shingo Shiori thing pay off, but so I guess we start off with them. Traveling through dimensions, and we finally get to see what it looks like. It actually looks kind of cool. I like the effect they used for it.
Yeah.
What I don't like is how much of it they used this episode. There was so much of the time this episode filled by it. It was like, it's not good.
It was weird, because then in all the other parts, it kind of felt like they were rushing through some of it.
Yeah, but
then they had these long...
I wonder if they ran out of, like, production time and just couldn't animate the rest. Because, like, the whole thing with, like, Claris versus the Creed Killer, I forget his real name, they like jumps from her armor breaking because she's too high to like her almost dying because it's gone, and like you don't see the breakdown of her health throughout, so it felt kind of weird and off. Because it just kind of skipped that, but then of course she's like, nah, fuck it, we good. And like we also had the scene where Yuma and Matt are like a few levels up, and they're like fighting the demons and can't get through. But apparently, like, I don't know how they can't. They usually just jump through. It doesn't explain. Maybe the demons are keeping them in that dimension somehow with like traps or something. And like it almost looks. At first they're like, we can fight it. Then all of a sudden Yuma's like half passed out. Then she's not again. It was like I feel like there was a lot more that was supposed to go into these scenes that just didn't. Which kind of sucked.
It's like they only had one more episode, and like, we just got to get through all this stuff.
Honestly, Claris and Yuma did not need to take the trip with Matoy at all. Like, they didn't really do anything besides she's like, I can't do this, I can't get through, and they're like, we're with you, together we can get through anything, and then they break through it, and then it's like, JK, we can't, but you just did. I'm like, what? It didn't make sense. They just did break through it, but then they can't break through it still. It's like, it's like they knew they would like die. But their dreams came with me, and they guided me into the final area, the final dimension or whatever. It's like,
I thought that highest dimension stuff was dumb.
There was like the whole thing where the guy possessing Pochi or whatever is like, she already fused with her god and became the gate itself that closed it. But I'm like, But everyone's saying Matoi has her god. She can't have fused with her god if Matoi has the god, right?
Yeah,
That was
because
a weird plot hole.
yeah, yeah. Was it that Toy's god is Shiori's god?
Yeah, they kept saying that.
Yeah.
Like, she
Okay.
has Shiori's power, like,
Huh.
constantly. And that's why
Yeah.
it's the
Oh
only
yeah,
one that
that's
can
right.
go that
That's right.
high.
That's yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
Unless if it's like
Man.
a twin god or something, I don't know. But,
I don't know.
yeah, so they're like, this all-knowing being's like, you only have two options. Either you let the world get destroyed, or you, like, kill your mother.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, you kill
It
your
was
mother and destroy the world by opening it, or you can, like, join with her, but she still also gets destroyed. And Mato's just like,
yeah.
I choose option neither of those. Fuck you. We're rebuilding like she does the whole Madoka thing where it's just like, I'm just gonna rebuild reality completely. Fuck this. No.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, all the other gods joined her wish to be normal. And it's like, I thought at that point her wish had changed to like wanting to see her mom and her friends again, but it's like, nah, it's just to be
Yeah.
normal still. It's like,
Yeah. I thought that it was like she just wished for everyone else's wishes to be true, and that's
yeah.
But I guess it's like wishing for more wishes, and
Yeah.
everyone knows that's against wishes.
And the time
rules.
travel thing where she's like seeing her mom again, it's like, I'm you from 10 years.
Yeah.
Or I'm your daughter 10 years from now. I'll come get you, don't worry. Because what if Shiori could have gone back the whole time, but she like took the easy way out? Because she's like, Matoi said she'd be here in 10 years, fuck it. Also, I really didn't actually like Shiori's design, like her casual clothes in the end. It didn't seem to fit like anything of that you saw of her, because I guess she's in Shine Maiden clothes all the time, but then you also, in the flashback, she's in dresses, I think, and then she's just like, I'm in hot jeans and a top, and I'm like still 20 because I didn't age those 10 years.
Yeah.
I was like, that's weird.
Yeah.
Also, your hairstyle sucks.
Yeah. Everything with Shiori was like disappointing after being built up for so long.
Besides the actual moment she's saved, and like they go back and like save the others, and like the gold, that was really pretty. The pushing through all the like dark energy, which they never explain what it is, this dark energy that's trying to combine all the worlds.
Yeah.
Never explained it. It's not really the Knights. But when she pushes through all of that to get to her mom, like, the animation there is really nice. It's, it's so good. And there was also a lot of filler scenes of them fighting all the night-possessed people, though. Those weren't too bad. Weirdly enough, I saw, I'm like, this is pretty good, and then I saw on Sakugaboro, because when I finished, I looked up nice animation. They have hardly anything on there. I saw those same scenes, but they looked really janky. I'm like, oh, I guess I've been watching the Blu-ray version, because this looked way better than what I'm seeing on this site. Because, people are going like, all the models are kind of off and really minimal and basic, so it gives a really weird animation. I'm like, they didn't seem that basic.
Yeah.
It has to have just been like, they probably didn't have enough budget and they rushed the animation the entire time.
Yeah.
Which might be why the last episode ended up the way it did.
Yeah, that actually just reminded me in this episode, there was a couple of times of like Shiori and like Yayo in a flashback or something. Their wrists were like really tiny, and it was weird looking.
They look tiny.
Like their arms just looked weird. I don't know. The whole thing was like, it occasionally just, this whole episode was just like, oh, they didn't have a lot of budget left. Clearly.
Though to be fair, I think this was one of White Fox's earliest. I went wrong. I think this was one of their early animes. I don't think. No, they've done a decent amount of other stuff that was much better. Well, that's a lie. Steins Gate's animation is pretty janky at times.
Yeah.
I think this is. I don't know. I guess maybe if they have no budget, this is what it turns out to be. But it's weird. It doesn't seem like it would. Oh no, it lost a lot of budget because it's original. That's why.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. I didn't like that Clarice also left at the end and didn't come back. I would have liked a final scene with her coming back with Flora and all four of them hanging out.
Yeah.
That would have been a good scene to add. But again, OVA, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Hopefully.
They go off at the end to fight one last thing, and she's like,
Yeah.
"Damn it, I want it to be normal." Oh yeah, when she like thanks her god and it flies off, it gives her a thumbs up.
Yeah.
I was like,
noticed
what the
that.
fuck?
It's so good and dumb.
I know it was so bad, but so good.
Oh, it was weird because throughout the entire show, that god has done like no movement and no facial expressions, no gestures,
Yeah,
anything.
neither has
And now
like
it's thumbs up.
neither has Claris's. So
Yeah.
the way they animated in this episode, once it was like free of its constraint thing, was pretty cool. Like with all the blue flames, they were
Yeah.
like pixelated almost. Like it was pretty neat. And then
Yeah.
meanwhile, Yuma's got these gods that are like these super adorable, well animated munchkins, and all the other gods are these weird 3D CG. It's like you can tell they came from different dimensions.
Yeah. Yeah. And when you mentioned the Claris leaving, I thought like, oh yeah, all the whole like Fatima stuff that got destroyed. So why is she having to go anywhere?
She's going to
She
see
doesn't-
Floor, obviously.
Well, yeah, but I mean after that, I don't know.
Bring
It's
Floor
weird.
back.
Yeah.
Also, they have
Yeah.
not Claris, what's his name? Carriot and
Carry it.
Haruka just like shaking hands at the end. I'm like,
Hmm.
I thought they were gonna like make them like kiss or something for sure. I was like, they've been pushing that.
Yeah. And maybe I'm going crazy, but I thought the Lucilla, that lady, I thought she had a different voice in this episode. Because she only had like one or two lines.
I don't think it was
She sounded
different.
different. Okay. I might have been
did
imagining
notice it.
things.
She
Yeah.
only has one voice actor listed.
Yeah. Just like
Sorry,
maybe they had someone like fill in for her one line or something. I don't know.
no one
It
listed.
was weird.
Yeah,
Huh.
I don't know about that, but
Yeah. This might just be my ears being weird. It's very possible.
I wish there was more to this franchise besides just a single anime, but I guess it didn't really do well enough as a
Yeah.
single anime. Its rating isn't even that great. Oh yeah, they had that one throwback to the clothing being destroyed where you see Claris and Yuma in the background, and that's like only the second time it ever happens to Claris because she's actually truly wearing it. Also, the white armor looked nice, even though she like wears it for 5 seconds and it breaks off her anyways,
Mm-hmm.
which sucked. I wish there was a better full
Yeah.
battle. Like I was expecting them to do like one big battle against like the god thing in the final area together.
Yeah. I was really expecting like a final boss. But
Yeah,
then
Yuma
the
did
fi-
nothing this episode. She was
Yeah.
useless. Claris kind of hurt someone. Kind of. She
Yeah.
had a moment, but...
Yeah. I feel like that's just true of Yuma in most of the shows. She didn't really do anything.
She's just like, fuck it, I'm here. I'm gonna do everything. It's like, Yuma, please, just let us handle it.
Yeah. It's like her most effective thing was to use that like full defense pot thing that she does.
Yeah, once in the
Yeah.
episode. And then she
Yeah.
gets like carried around while they're getting beaten up.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Ugh.
and
Yeah.
oh yeah, and she tells Matoi not to give up.
Oh yeah.
That's always
Never
important.
give up.
Believe in your friends.
Yeah. Power of friendship.
Yeah,
Saved everyone.
yeah. It was still okay. I still really like the show. I
Yeah. It
do
was still really
think
good.
the ending I think was still okay to me. It hit enough of the like points I wanted it to that I'm satisfied with it for the most part. I wish it could have had a bit better execution, I think.
Yeah. That's my thoughts exactly. It's like it's a pretty good show throughout, and then the last episode just stumbled. It wrapped everything up in
I
good
feel like a
ways,
lot
but
of
just
the
did so too
episodes had
quickly.
some issues with execution.
Yeah. Yeah, true. But it's still quite a good show, I
Yeah,
think.
I enjoyed it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
buy it. I want a copy of it. I'm gonna write fan fiction of it because there is none. And there's probably someone out there really sad there isn't any. So I'm gonna do them a favor.
Yeah. So you don't have enough fanfics to write yet?
No, I'm the hero of the dead shows and OTPs that no one cares about. I do all the weird shit. Like
Yeah.
I can pump out fan fiction fast, but really weird fan fiction with terrible editing. If I wanted to, I've done it before.
sometimes you got to do it just to get it out there, you know.
Just have to be really, really tired and pretty sick.
Yeah.
You need to have not slept for like 32 hours, have a terrible fever, and then like half hallucinate a fever dream, and that's how you get bug kake. That's the core ingredients.
All right, good to know.
Speaking of, I'm 2 episodes behind on Spider Riders now.
I'll
catch us up for next episode. I got some days off. It's time.
Yeah. All right. It's the best way to spend the holidays. Is to watch Spider.
Just binge all of it. Just all.
Yeah.
I could probably do that. I've got like 3 days off now, as long as I don't do anything else. I'm 4 episodes in. That's only like 48 episodes, I think. I think it's 52
that's right.
total. It's 50 or 52. I could finish season 1 easily.
Yeah. You can knock that out before the end of the year. It'd be pretty easy to do.
But that one we're gonna...
Yeah.
It's gonna be a weekly. You're gonna be hearing about it for like another 3 seasons to come. 3.5.
You know, you want to take it slow. You want to savor such a top tier show.
Yeah, I need to digest it slowly. Let the thick ideas come. If I just binge it all, I'll forget too many details that I could use in the fix.
It's important to to pace yourself with this stuff.
Yeah, we'll have our arachnikake eventually. That's not as good.
No.
Arakake? I don't know.
It's like it's kind of better, but it's also worse.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Actual arachnids. I can't call it bug kake. They're spiders.
Yeah.
Robot spiders. The people ride. That sounds sexual already. Anyways.
Yeah.
So did we want to talk about stuff we might want to choose for next season? Or gonna watch?
We can go into that a little bit. So I had started making my list this week of stuff I was thinking about.
First up, are there any seasonal ones that you're thinking of?
At first I was thinking no, but now I'm kind of changing my mind on that. As I was going through the list of stuff, I'm like, man, it would be easier if I just picked something seasonal.
Yeah.
So I was thinking I think there are shows that we're both interested in. So it's like maybe go with like Darwin and the Franks because that's Trigger.
I was thinking about that too, but knowing Trigger, it's probably going to be a 26 episode season, which we can do. It's just if that's your choice, you don't get another choice the next season.
Yeah.
If it's airing. If you do a 26 one that's not currently airing and it's completed, we could do 2 episodes a week of it. So we could wait for it to finish, see, then do it. But I'm going to be watching as it comes out, so that might not work. But and then of course Citrus. Yeah,
I considered that one too.
Same.
I don't know. I'm just scared that one might just end up being like kind of trashy.
See, I thought of Beatless because it's been a while since we've watched a really bad trashy sci-fi. It looks good, but it's by the Guilty Crown crew, so it's going to be terrible. It might also have 26 episodes.
Yeah. I don't know. Then I thought like maybe Junji Ito collection, but that's so episodic, and I don't know that super episodic stuff works for our format.
Yeah. It's especially one where it's like I think so many people know the manga. It's like I think it's one better where you like would be comparing it to the manga. We have Killing Bites.
Oh yeah. I'm sure that's not going to be garbage.
Yeah, no, that's going to be terrible. It's still better than our current Battle Royale, because we won't know what order they die in, but... I was looking at Kokoku a bit.
Kokoku? Yeah.
It's by Geno Studio and Twin Engine. We were looking at Twin Engine. And it's like their first production. But yeah, it's in a world where everyone and everything are Jern, her father, and grandfather run to rescue the two. Yeah, there's something where it's like all of the world freezes, but certain people can still move.
Yeah, that sounds kind of interesting.
Yeah, the teaser looks pretty cool. Oh god, that's coming through my speakers.
Oh,
not through my headset. Let's just move that.
Oops.
Let's make it very quiet. Which no one else can hear it, so I may as well mute it.
Wow. Hmm.
There's like some weird CG monster tree thing.
Oh,
Interesting.
great.
Apparently, there's monsters in this world too that no one sees, but
Oh.
they also freeze when time freezes, so you can't see them or something. I don't know. It looks weird. It was
Yeah.
one I was thinking of. I don't know if I'd do it, but yeah, it's one that looks weird.
Yeah. That
Also,
that
Euro
looks like
Camp,
something.
but
Yeah.
slice of life comedy. We know
Yeah.
the issues with those. As
Hmm.
good as they are, and as much as I love them, it's. I was also looking at Toji no Miko.
Oh yeah.
More shrine maidens. Shrine maiden sword wielders, but I don't. Wait. Yeah, it looks like it's
Hmm.
gonna be pretty trashy or whatever, but cute girls, the sword maidens,
Hmm.
action. I don't know. Were there any other ones you were looking at?
Um, I don't know. Like, I'm probably gonna end up watching some of Gashi 2. Said first season was alright, but I bet that's probably gonna be a 20-something episode.
No, Kashi 2
Oh.
is not going to be 20
Oh,
episodes.
isn't?
The manga's not
Okay.
far enough ahead, I don't think. I think it'll just
Oh,
be
right.
another 12 episode season, and then they'll be like, it'll also be as bad as the first, and then, or it may be
Hmm.
worse, and then it just won't continue. That's what I'm
Yeah.
guessing.
Okay. Alright.
Um,
I don't know.
there's
There
so
wasn't
many
much
slice
else.
of life this season. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Martian Madchen. I think I also was interested in by all the character designs, and I think there's no male characters,
Hmm.
which I think kind
Alright.
of made me go, ooh. It's a
Yeah.
magic fantasy school, but there's no male character, so it's not going to be like harem.
Hmm. I
But it looks very fan servicey still.
that
I'm
was something I saw something about this. There was some like a Crunchyroll article that was talking about this show or something. And there was some wording in the title that made it seem like it might be really fan servicey.
Yeah, I just
I
clicked
forget what
into
it
the
was.
PV and one of the girls is running around naked trying to like get away
Oh,
from someone. I don't.
yeah. Dang.
Yeah, I'm still gonna check it out, but
Yeah.
it's not marked as ecchi, so.
Yeah.
Mm,
Might just be people don't know yet. I don't know.
yeah, stuff I'm gonna watch, but what I wouldn't actually do for a show. There's a
Hmm.
bunch. There's Mitsuboshi Colors. It's going to be
Yeah.
amazing. It's such a good slice of life. I've read a
Hmm.
bunch of the manga. I've also read a bunch of other manga by the creator. It's
Yeah.
really good. Slow Start, another comedy slice of life I'm gonna check out.
Hmm.
Ramen Daisuki Koizumi-san is another slice of life manga about a girl who like everyone thinks is like Ojo-sama, but she's like obsessed with ramen.
Yeah.
It's just her eating ramen and people going, "Damn, you really like ramen."
I mean, to be fair, ramen's pretty good.
Yeah, true. There's more slice of life too. There's a lot of comedy slice of life
Yeah. Just a
this
ton.
season, and
Jeez.
I'm gonna try to watch all of it, and I'll probably fail and only watch one like this season. Oh yeah,
Hmm.
Devilman Crybaby comes out next season too on Netflix,
Oh.
but that's like a binge all of it at once,
Yeah.
which isn't bad. It's only 10 episodes. Yeah, I don't think
Hmm.
there's anything else I would be like, let's do this for our
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah. I feel like that season just doesn't have much that either fits the format or would be good.
Yeah. Oh, it's like this could be good, but knowing the people
Yeah.
behind it, I have no faith. Like,
Yeah.
Beatless.
Hmm.
Kite Capture Sakura would be cool, but it's also a second season of like it's a continuation of a previous show. I'm
Yeah.
curious if they're going to have Mei Ling in it because she was an anime original only. I wonder
Hmm.
if they'd bring her back or just pretend she doesn't exist in it. Maybe have like a one-line reference to her. Just where is she? It's like, oh, she hates me now or something. She's not coming back. I'm curious about that.
Hmm.
Yeah. As for old shows you might want to do,
Yeah.
say
Oh,
you have a list.
I do. This list it started off like a day or two ago when I made it. It was like 60 shows. and I'm down to like only 30. But
Dang.
I've got a short list of like 5 or 6,
Okay,
and
hit
some of
me
them are
up with
actually
some. We'll check them out.
some. I think a couple of these I might have actually considered for this past season, like Ungo UN-GO.
Oh, I think
It's
I remember you mentioning that.
yeah, it's about like a detective and a girl, and they're in a dystopian future. I don't know. It seems cool. I don't know.
That's so Bones. Sorry, it's Bones
What?
did it, and I'm making
Oh,
a dumb Rooster Teeth fan service podcast reference.
okay.
They're like, we're gonna make That So Bones a meme eventually. People will say it.
Mm,
It looks
that's silly.
interesting.
Yeah, that's the thing. But also, like all of these shows I'm picking are like, oh, these seem like too much of a downer potentially. I want to pick
Don't
something.
worry about it being a downer. We're gonna watch so many Slice of Life next season. So
Yeah.
many.
Oh, so many.
Alright. What else?
And
This
I
is
also
also a
thought,
7.5. That's pretty good.
yeah, that's one of the things. One of my criteria for cutting down this list was it needed to be over
I will
7.0.
bring terrible stuff. Don't you worry. As long as it's
Yeah,
watchable.
that's the thing.
You're
I'm.
hard. Just we weren't sure if it was gonna have enough content to talk about because of how slow it started.
Mhm.
It can be bad and have much content to talk about how bad it is, like Clockwork Planet.
Yeah. Oh god, that
I
show.
bought the manga.
Oh, I
Just
can't believe you
volume
did
one.
that.
I got the volume one, the Loot Anime alternate cover for like $6.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
if it
I'm
was
like,
only $6.
yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna try out the manga. Maybe it'll be different. I'm not sure how
Mhm.
much of it's the same or not. You know,
Mhm.
it's gonna have a different ending at least, which could help a lot.
Potentially.
I still want to get that Ryuzu figure, even though it's
Oh,
like
don't.
I can't buy it now unless if I like buy from like somewhere else that's like super expensive. But I still want it.
Mhm.
It's so pretty. Like I don't even, not even for like, oh, I want to support this show. I love this show. It's like this is just really, really pretty, and I want it on my
Yeah.
desk. We can go with my Ruby and my Ojo-sama
Mhm.
figures.
So,
What else you got?
I was also thinking of Suisei no Gargantia, or Gargantia on the Verdurous Planet.
Ooh, I've actually looked at this once or
Yeah.
twice as maybe because I found it because I think there's a Weiss set of it, like a Weiss Schwarz
Mhm.
set, and I was like, huh, it's a weird mecha show.
Yeah.
The Weiss set is terrible, but this looks kind of interesting. Maybe I should check it out because for a while, I was like, I'm gonna watch a bunch more mecha shows, and then I watched like Gundam IBO instead of
Mhm.
this. But yeah, no, it seems interesting.
Yeah. It's one of the things that's like, wow, this. I don't know how I found this, but I was like, this might be interesting. And it's like a 7.6, which that's pretty good.
Sci-fi adventure mecha, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play a bit of the promotional video here.
All right.
Ooh. I like the mech designs, even if they're kind of janky 3D
Yeah.
CG.
Oh,
They
that's
have
okay.
really nice use of color too.
Yeah, they do.
Ooh, pretty. So there's some pretty stuff here.
Mhm.
Just skipping through it looks kind of like, or it reminds me kind of a Eureka 7 vibe, but like Eureka 7 meets Cowboy Bebop. Almost
Mhm.
like everything looks more run down, but it has that very style, like it almost looks like the kind of rundown poor bounty hunter thing, but it's got like the style of Eureka 7 where everything's very highly stylized. It's very sleek, even if it's like beaten up and shitty.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, I think that show might be a strong contender for me. 'Cause it just seems really cool.
It looks interesting.
Yeah.
It has
And
a
there's
second
also
season, I think.
oh
No, this is an OVA. They have a 2-episode
oh
OVA. It's 2 episodes.
okay cool.
It's, yeah.
Yeah. Then the next thing is just called Number Six. It's a show about I
Oh,
don't really know.
ooh. I know a bit
Oh
about this.
yeah.
Uh, all I can say is fuck bees.
Fuck
Don't
me.
fuck bees.
Hmm.
This is gonna be like this is B movie, but
Yeah.
not terrible.
Wait.
Uh,
When you say B movie, do you mean the letter B or the B movie?
Um, okay, that people just constantly make B references for this show. Like that's the thing.
Mm.
Everyone's always just like number six, fucking B's. So I had to
Okay.
follow up. But yeah, no, I know a
Yeah.
bit of this,
Yeah.
a bit about this, but I haven't actually watched it myself. But
Hmm.
it's supposedly very good
Yeah.
and slightly
Oh.
gay.
Oh.
People
All
ship
right.
the two main dudes really hard.
I mean, they're
I
both
think
very
they're
pretty.
both
So.
dudes. Shion and Nezumi? I'm not sure. But yeah,
Hmm.
no, apparently it's fantastic. Everyone I know
Yeah.
who's seen it has said it's good, so.
Hmm. And then the next thing was Malyusha, or Malyu Archenemy and Hero. Just like
Is that.
kind. It's a.
Okay, I
So
found
what?
it. Mao
Yeah.
Mao Yusha. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've
And it's
also
like
seen a
there's
bit of this too.
humans and demons, and the queen of the demons meets a human that she falls in love with, and like they kind of want to stop the war, but apparently the humans are getting a lot of aid from other countries due to the war, and so if they actually stop the war, then they won't get that aid anymore, and the humans will be worse off than if they weren't fighting. It sounds like it might just be like a generic romance thing, but it also sounds like there's enough potential like international politics stuff that I would be kind of into it. I don't know. Seems interesting, at least. Hmm?
I'm reading the
Oh,
synopsis, and I bet she's
yeah,
going to have the hero like fake her death,
yeah,
and then she's gonna live with him. Yeah,
yeah.
I've seen some stuff. I was really interested in the art style for the background art for this because it's like
Hmm.
really pretty. The style
Yeah,
they use for all of it. It's all like watercolors, sort of.
yeah,
And it seemed like there's action, but it almost seems like it's going to be more of like a political thriller.
yeah. I would be into that. I do like big international politics
Hmm.
stuff.
Yeah, that would
Like,
also be interesting, I think.
yeah, so yeah. I don't know. It's not the strongest candidate I've got, but it seems cool. I don't know. And there's the next thing though is called Death Parade, which is a show that is based on a short OVA from a
Speaking
couple
of
years ago.
shows that will really fucking bring you down, um,
Yeah, this is based on Death Billiards, and the whole thing is like there's when you die, you go to limbo, which is a bar, and there
yeah,
you play a
I
game with a
don't,
person to see if you go to heaven or hell or
I
something.
don't want to like say no to this, but
Yeah,
from what I've
it
heard,
might
it's
be too dark.
very episodic actually,
Yeah,
because
that's
each
when I read the
episode's like
description.
focused on like the different challengers.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much overarching plot there'd be to actually like talk about, and it would just
Hmm.
be every episode. Is it black, white, or gray? And that's like what the show's supposed to make you think about
Hmm.
yourself, and I don't know if that's such a good thing. Like, yeah, I don't know if it's a
Yeah.
topic you can really discuss as much.
Yeah, that was the thing. When I had read the description of this, I was like, this sounds like it'll be episodic. But then there's like a thing at the end of, also there's a lady that messes with the main dude who
Yeah,
runs the place, and it's like that. I don't know if there would be enough there.
yeah, and again, it's hard to like really pay attention
Hmm.
to like how like the morality of it and argue it
Hmm.
every episode because it's going to be such an individual thing that people take away from it.
Yeah,
I don't know if
yeah,
that's.
yeah.
It's a cool show though. I want to watch it sometime, eventually.
Hmm.
I mean, you should probably check
Yeah,
out. I think it would be your type of thing, knowing the types
yeah,
of shows you
probably.
watch. I
Yeah.
I
Have you
don't want
ever
to say
seen Death
no. I
Billiards?
would leave it. I've seen some, a tiny
Yeah,
bit, not enough
yeah.
to have it on my list, and it was a while ago. So,
Okay.
but like I know enough about it that I'd say
Hmm.
we could
Probably
do
not for the
it,
show
but
then.
we might
Yeah.
have to swap it out after an episode or two, depending how we
Yeah.
see how it goes.
Okay. Probably not
It,
that
it would
then.
be like one of those iffy,
Yeah.
just because a lot of what we'd
Hmm.
also have to be very careful because I don't know all of the content about what because it's all people went to limbo, right, and what they've done.
Hmm.
I don't know all of that. There could be some really
Yeah, there could be
harsh
gnarly
stuff
stuff
in
in
it.
there.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
as much as I loved Made in Abyss, I didn't make our episode weekly. I was thinking of it, but I was like, I
Hmm.
mean, you can watch it legally if you have Amazon, so.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, I know how dark this gets. Let's not.
Hmm. Yeah.
Well,
And
I kind of found out later. It was when I was
yeah.
swapping Matter. I was like, oh, I could do Made in Abyss. No,
So
as much as I
then
wanted to.
I have two more things. One of which I think you've mentioned this to me, but it's Dead Man Wonderland. Which those words sound familiar.
Probably not me, but
Hmm.
it was a really popular anime when it aired.
Okay.
I've seen the first 2 episodes, I think,
Okay.
back in 2011 when it first aired.
Hmm.
I know people love this show, and it was pretty
Yeah.
okay. The episodes I saw,
Hmm.
I didn't get far enough in, but I also know a lot of people say. I think this is one where people actually say the anime is better than the manga. I'm not sure. I forget which
Hmm.
way it is.
Okay.
People kind of. It's either they say the anime is better, or the manga is better. Actually, no, I think it's the manga is better.
Hmm.
I think. Yeah, the manga goes a bit farther, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, because the manga ended in 2013, so there's like 2 years of extra content on the end of the manga. But it's
Yeah.
supposedly very good.
Yeah.
The first 2 episodes were good. Back in
Didn't keep up
2011,
with
I
it.
had trouble keeping track of all the shows I'd start and just never went back
Yeah.
to them. That was before I started using Mal, because I do the same thing. I'll watch like a couple episodes of a show and never go back, and then it's only because I
Hmm.
have it on my Mal, I'll be like, I should finish that. Let's go.
Hmm.
So I probably would have finished this if I did that back then.
Yeah.
So it adapts the first 5 volumes of the manga.
Hmm.
Some of the characters from the manga were not featured in the anime, notably the minor character Azumi Mito and the gay cross-dressing character Masaru Sukegaya. So they took out the gay.
Yeah.
Damn.
And shit, when I read that, I thought like, at first I thought like that's unfortunate, but I thought actually maybe it's
Depending
not.
on
But
how they're treated.
yeah, because like it's so common in Japanese culture or in the media for like the gay characters to just be treated really poorly and be the butt of jokes all the
Well,
time, and it
have
just
you
sucks.
seen all the worry about the Catherine remake? They're adding a new route. I
Yeah.
have no idea how the fuck they're gonna add a new route. But they're like, it looks like it's going to be like a trans character, and they might make a
Hmm.
joke about it just from the things shown so far.
Yeah,
But
I saw that this morning. It's garbage potentially.
potentially, but it could also be
Yeah.
what he's staying at is a tramp stamp of his name. Like, we don't know. And even then,
Yeah.
they could handle in a good way since then, because maybe they're like. Because I know a lot of people are like, oh, they like handled Erica so bad they dead named them twice. It's like, that's not as bad as how everything else in Japan handles it. Like, that was a lot
Hmm.
better. And the way they
Yeah.
dead named it was more of a kind of like, oh, shit, it's people who don't understand that dead
Hmm.
naming's bad kind of thing. And yeah, it's bad that they did the dead naming. But at
Yeah.
some point, I don't even know if people would realize Erica was trans if they didn't, too.
Yeah.
That was kind of how they canonized the fact that, yeah, she's trans.
Hmm.
Which I get it's not the right way to go about it, but at the time, it was leaps
Yeah.
and bounds
It's like
ahead of the rest of Japanese mainstream media, so
yeah.
they could definitely pull it off better, I think.
Yeah.
If they get their shit together, they might actually make it
Mhm.
like pull it off well.
I don't know. I don't trust Atlas much with LGBT characters in
Yeah.
general.
Yeah,
It's like they
that's
always end up being the butt of jokes, and it's like, stop it. Just stop, please.
Kenji, Persona.
Yeah.
I don't like dudes. God damn.
It's unfortunate.
But that's Japanese culture and media and their like mainstream media representation, and it all leads back to One Piece. And I'm gonna make that fucking video, and people are gonna hate me, but your
Yeah.
fave is problematic. Fucking One Piece.
Yeah.
I'll call you out eventually. I've done it a few times on Twitter, and people hate me, but
Well,
I've got
do it eventually.
video editing software now. It's gonna happen.
I look forward to it.
When I stop being lazy and I find out which episodes it's in so I can like download the footage and stuff, and there's so much. I don't have the time for it. It'll happen eventually. Sometime.
Yeah.
I'll just
Eventually.
like be homesick for a week and be really like tired and cranky and pissed off, and I'll do it. It'll be great.
Yeah. So yeah, the one last show I was thinking of for now was it's called Charlotte. It's a drama school
We
superpower thing.
definitely have a lot of
Yeah.
stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
The memes for like there's a lot of memes about how many plot
Mm.
twists it has. So we
Okay.
definitely have lots of stuff to talk about. It's by the creators of Angel Beats and Clanad,
Oh.
which are
Yeah.
both really good. But
Hmm.
yeah, I think I heard the ending was rushed, so there's a bunch of plot twists in it that's like, damn, what's going on?
Hmm.
But I hear mixed stuff. Some people really love it,
Yeah.
and some people just hate it because of the ending. So,
Mm.
uh, I mean, if it's polarizing like that, I'm sure there's a lot to talk about it.
Yeah,
What
definitely.
goes on? Probably be good.
Probably.
How many
Maybe.
main characters are there? What the fuck? I accidentally scrolled by main characters and there's like 5 of them. But I
Two.
just saw like one
Yeah.
whole row of them and I almost saw it, I'm like, wait, are they continuing in the next row too? Like, how many? Jun Maeda! Oh, God, he also did the theme song. Ooh, and the music. I love Jun Maeda music.
Oh, cool.
Have you ever seen Angel Beats?
I have seen Angel Beats. Yes.
Okay. Clanad?
I have not seen Clanad though.
I cried so many times during Clanad. I won't watch After Story. I have no interest in it because I know
Mm.
it's just literally made just to be suffering. Like it's suffer
Oh.
porn, more so than Made in Abyss. And people always talk about how great it is. I'm like, no, fuck you.
Jeez. Wow. I need to get around to watching Clanad at some point.
It's
It's one of
cute.
those things.
It's
I've heard so much about it. I want to see what people are excited about.
it was really funny because I had 2 guys, third years in musical theater that literally were like characters out of Clanad. Like they had injuries from the same sport that were the exact same as these characters. I'm like, God damn, that's that's some weird coincidence. Cause yeah, I watched that back when I was in grade 9.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
ooh, it's been a while, been a
Oh,
few
yeah.
years, but yeah, no, it's cute.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I think most of those would be really good. Death Parades and
Yeah.
it could work, maybe.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe.
but yeah.
Depends on what they do. Yeah.
As for me, I was looking at this show called Nanatsu Euro Drops. It is a
Yeah.
it is a magical romance school novel thing.
Yeah.
um, about a girl who has to like use her magic to save this guy who's been turned into a stuffed animal,
Hmm.
but by catching these 7-star drops, but can't know who the actual animal is or something.
Hmm.
I was like, some trashy romance with plot,
Yeah.
maybe. As I said, I'm bringing the trash.
Yeah.
I think there was some stuff I had watched like 1 or 2 episodes of. I was thinking of. Oh yeah, Ajin. I've seen the first 2 episodes of it. And it's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I thought it would be cool. It's like immortal people known as Ajin are
Mm.
appearing, and they're basically being kidnapped by the government to be experimented on because they're not considered human anymore and they lose their rights.
Oh.
And it's about various different Ajin across the world. It's done by the
Hmm.
studio that did Knights of Sidonia, so it's all like 3D
Oh.
CG.
Oh yeah.
But it's actually pretty decent and it's pretty interesting
Yeah.
setting.
Huh.
Um, yeah, Polygon.
Yeah.
I know it was pretty popular for a while. It has 2 seasons, so we'd probably just do
Hmm.
the first season to start.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to pick up the manga forever, so I was like, hey, I should watch this show. It's also on Netflix. Like, it's all out on Netflix
Oh yeah.
right now. We could even do both seasons and just do 2 episodes a week, too, because we were saying we could do that for like 26 episodes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, so that was an option I looked at.
Hmm.
There's something else here, I think. I kind of thought of Razafon, but that's another 26 one, and kind of want to have some. I talked about Razafon a while ago, so I probably don't have to talk about that again. That's the
Yeah.
one that was very Evangelion-like, but it's like almost opera, like an opera telling.
Yeah.
I think the rest was in hold. I swear there's more stuff here, but I totally forget the names. I'm like, God, I gotta find these again.
Yeah.
Well, Children of the Whales, maybe if it's out on Netflix by then.
Oh yeah.
That was
That's
one
right.
I was thinking of, if it's out.
Man, that's the
Um,
unfortunate thing about the Netflix shows is that like I
you
really
don't
wanted to watch
even
it,
know
and now
when
it's
it's
like
coming out. It just suddenly comes out,
yeah,
or it doesn't. It's
and like most weeks I've forgotten that it even exists. I'm just gonna end up forgetting about it before I get around to watching it.
That's why
Jeez.
I'll bring it up and be like, we're doing this for podcast, let's go. Um, God, there's another show I was looking at just recently. I'm forgetting all these shows' names now, and I don't know how to search them otherwise. I didn't make a list. I've made a mistake. Lists
But
are good. Please
I
please remind me to make the lists in the future.
yeah
I have.
I sorry I have a short tangent here because I looked at Netflix to see if Children of the Whales up was or Children of the Whales was up yet, and it isn't. But also there's a new Netflix original Erased, which is
Oh yeah,
just
they did a live action.
yeah, I didn't realize that. I thought because Erased was one of the shows I was looking at.
I
I'm like,
didn't think it
that
was
sounds like
gonna
it might be
come.
too dark.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna come out in English. The
That's
live action,
weird.
so it's pretty neat it did.
Yeah,
But yeah, I don't know why they needed the live action right after the anime came out. That's the money
yeah,
grab.
weird. Anyway, back to shows.
Yes, back to me trying to find the shows I was looking at and totally forgot the names of, because I'm
Yeah.
good. um,
You need to be like me and just keep like 1,000 text documents with notes on everything.
I should have. I honestly should
Yeah.
have.
But then I save them all as just notes with a number .txt, and I don't know what's where. I can never find anything.
Oh yeah, Hitsugi no Chaika, I was thinking of. If you've not
Uh,
seen it. I think it's
I,
another one with 2 seasons, but we only have to watch the first, or we could watch both.
oh, is that the Coffin Princess?
Yes.
Right? Yeah,
Yes.
I've watched the first like episode or two, maybe
Yeah, I
three.
think I've seen like 2 episodes before, and it's by the creator of Scrap Princess, and I love Scrap Princess, so I've always wanted to go back and finish it, so that one
Yeah.
was one I was thinking of.
Okay.
Uh, Nailed it. We got one of them in there.
Nice.
I think this was one. Oh yeah, there was Innocent Venus, which just seemed weird. It's like an adventure
That,
drama, mecha, military sci-fi.
mm-hmm.
12 episodes.
Huh. That, that's not what I thought from the name.
There's
Because
a
the name
lot
sounds
of.
like it should be some hentai or something.
I think it's really bloody. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. um, basically war and stuff.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah, it seemed interesting. I was like,
Mhm.
it's a old mecha show with interesting character designs. Cause
Yeah.
yeah, there's always looking into a ton of mecha like Rasafan and stuff. So
Yeah.
again, Rasafan's on the table too. Um,
Mhm.
I would want to do Maria the Virgin Witch, but I've read all the manga, so it'd be hard for me to not spoil stuff. But I think the anime is
Oh.
different and has like different characters and plot lines because it's only like 3 volume
Mhm.
manga. But
Yeah.
I've wanted to watch this forever. It's by the creator Moyashimon, which I really like.
Mhm.
I think this
I
would
want.
be a neat one.
Yeah. I've watched that show and it's pretty good.
Oh wait,
You
you've
should
watched
definitely
Maria
check it
the
out.
Virgin Witch?
Yeah.
Have you
I
seen
have.
all of it?
Yep.
Okay, we aren't doing that one then. But I
Yeah.
do need to finish it. I read the
You
manga.
should.
I'm a huge fan of the rest of the works. It's just like I've constantly meant to get around to it and then just haven't. Like
Yeah.
so many of these shows.
Yeah. I've never read that manga, but the show was good. I don't remember much about it at this point because it was 2 or 3 years ago, I think. But it was a good show.
I also had Katanagatari again, which I had
Yeah.
mentioned a while ago as on our poll when we did the whatever wins the
Yeah.
poll we'd do.
Mhm.
Which one was that we did the poll for?
That was the second season, maybe. I don't remember. What even was second season? That was. Oh, It's been forever. I don't know.
So, well, it would have been my option. So one of my options
Hmm.
was Your Heart, which we changed, which was this season, wasn't this season. The other
Yeah.
one was Clockwork Planet.
Hmm.
So that would have been the old show one I did. God, what
Yeah.
did we do last season? We did Centaur.
Centaur and Dream Eater Mary.
Right.
That's it.
I did Dream Eater
Yeah.
Mary instead. Right.
Yeah.
Now we
Mary
remember.
was the thing about it
How
all.
did I
Right.
forget? I just forgot Mary existed. I feel bad. The show was.
Oh.
It didn't deserve that. It was okay
Yeah.
enough. It didn't deserve that. And then kind of thought of Kisniver because
Yeah.
everyone talked about how great it was. Have you seen it?
No. I've heard the name, and the name sounds cool.
It's by Trigger, and it's
Oh.
like a super hardcore sci-fi drama. Like it's like
Oh.
a soap opera if every character had to feel the emotions of every other character.
Oh, that sounds
So,
weird.
Yeah, sounds interesting. People talk about how great it was. I was thinking that might be interesting. And I
Mhm.
do want to watch everything Trigger eventually. Catch up on
Yeah.
that. Which had
thought-
the last one I had was another Trigger one too.
Yeah.
When supernatural battles become commonplace.
Oh, I had that on my list at one point.
Battle
Actually.
wa Nishijo Kei no Nakade.
Yeah.
I've seen a few of the first episodes when it first came out. I saw a bunch of it when it first came out. Not a bunch, like maybe 3 episodes, and I really loved it, but then didn't stay caught up again.
Uh-huh.
Because it was slightly before I started using my list consistently. But,
Mhm.
that scene I see come back around with Hatoko,
Yeah.
just, that acting is so on point. I wanted to, like, actually finish it for so long.
Mhm.
And then I also really liked the, is she the student council president? Mirai?
Mm.
She was cute. The show's just got such a dumb plot, I love it. Like, all of them get powers, and this one guy's power is like, I only create this black flame and it's useless. Except, I'm pretty sure it was right away, or they don't really say it, but I'm pretty sure it was, or I do think they say it. Like, I'm pretty sure they say it right away. I only saw, like, 3 episodes. I remember...
Yeah.
I think I remember. Maybe it's just a theory I came up with. It could have been. It's been so many years. It's been like 3 years.
Yeah.
I think I remember he's like trying to create the flames, and I think I just had a theory where it's like, I bet his power is actually just giving everyone else the power, because no one else cares about powers, but he's like this hardcore chunibyo who keeps dreaming up the power, so it's just like, he probably gives them all the powers with his.
Oh, yeah.
That was my guess. I don't know if it actually is, but it's like, it's such a dumb plot. I've wanted to go back and finish it for so long.
Yeah. That would be an okay choice, because I had considered that one too. So yeah, because at some point I looked at all of the Trigger stuff and said, I should just try watching all of this.
That's what I did, and that's why I have to watch Kisniver and that still.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if there's anything... I don't think there's anything else I was really looking at.
Yeah.
I think that was all of them. I literally scrolled through my plan to watch to find their names again, to be like, oh yeah, this, and this, and this.
Yeah.
It's horrible looking at this list, because like, there's so many shows I want to watch.
Oh, that's the thing. Conclusion I came to is there's so much good anime that I want to watch. Just going through all these shows. Oh, it is so much good anime.
Too good for me. Yeah. Oh, and then there was one other thing, which was for next week for our OVA, because we were gonna do an OVA as well, since we had the 1 episode. We were thinking of doing the Christmas Tokyo battle thing. What was it called?
Oh yeah, that thing. Yeah, whatever that thing's called. Let's see if I still have it bookmarked here.
I totally forgot.
Sorcery in the Big City.
Right.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, which is on Netflix. I was trying to remember the name, because it's like Christmas themed. It's holiday. It fits. I think it's like only 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I was thinking of that. Did you have any ideas? Anything you want to do?
Oh, not really. I hit not in particular because I was thinking there was that thing, and then there was also my toy.
You know what
If we
we
want to
should
do
do actually
OVAs,
for my choice?
yeah.
We're gonna rewatch Lance and Masks, and you're gonna
Oh
understand
God.
why I hate this. It'll just be like us
Oh, don't make me
ranting
do it.
about how bad it is.
Please no.
Yes,
Oh.
one season it's gonna happen.
Oh no.
One season we're gonna pick intentionally bad shows. Like that, we're gonna have to do that.
Yeah. I don't know if I can put myself through that.
Oh, it'll be great.
Oh.
Lance and Masks is one of those shows that's so bad that it's just fun because you can just like sit
Mhm.
there and shit talk it for an hour and just enjoy every minute of it.
Yeah. Oh, I feel like if you keep talking about that show, I'm going to end up watching it eventually.
I'm gonna make you so you don't have to worry about
Oh.
that.
Oh no, I'm doomed.
That you
Oh.
are, friend. That you are. But I think that wraps up our episode for the week. Our hour and
Yeah.
45-minute long episode. We went for a long time this week
Yeah.
for not having
We had
much
a lot.
news.
Yeah. I have plenty of extra stuff to talk about.
Yeah, yeah. So next week we'll announce what stuff we're actually going to watch for the season after. And then maybe
Yeah.
possibly change it on the day of. We'll
Yeah.
find out.
Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah.
So yeah. So for next week though, we're gonna watch the last episode of Haibane Renmei,
Mhm.
and then do we want to do Sorcery in the Big City, or do we want to try and find Matoi?
Sure. We know where we can find Sorcerer in the big city legally. I think Matoi's only.
Yeah. Yeah, because I checked in Matoi, the OVA is not on High Dive.
Yeah, it's
So.
only on the Blu-ray, which I'm gonna get, so I can
Oh,
tell everyone
yeah.
if it's good or not, and you can know. 'Cause we're
Okay.
trying to keep it legal at least as much as possible
Yeah.
for, even if it's like you have to go through double paywalls or anything.
Yeah.
And of course, this is like North American legal, so unfortunately, people in Europe might not get the same.
Yeah. True.
We don't know all these, but yeah. So
Yeah.
that's all we got for this week.
Yeah. That's it. So yeah. Thanks for watching this week.
Yes.
And have Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all that stuff.
And
Whatever you celebrate.
we'll see you next Friday again instead of.
Yeah.
Unless you're watching us on YouTube, then who knows when the fuck these videos go up. I mean, I literally just got up. I think I only got last week's video up today, but to be fair, oh no, I got up yesterday, I think. But to be fair with that one,
Yeah.
that was like half a week. That's not the full week. We changed the dates. I had less time than usual.
Yeah.
I
True.
still got it up on time.
All
I
right.
did my job.
Yeah. As long as you get it up before the next episode.
Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so yeah.
So yeah, we'll see y'all next week.
Yep. Take care. Enjoy. Eat good food.
Yeah.
All the good stuff.
Bye bye.